It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Only one game away from San Antonio here. The Spurs will be back home for the next one. They're faced now with what is probably the easiest part of their schedule. They've got a lot of home games on the docket, but they can't take anything down to the bench.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing, which is play good, solid, smart basketball at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Clark, and given some of the other teams they've taken down during the winning streak, you got to believe they're going to add one more to it tonight, as long as they come out and are focused and play their game.
So with Ginobili sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Green and Leonard out on the perimeter. Splitter is out there with Duncan, and it's Parker in at the one spot. And for the Lakers, on the perimeter, it's Kobe Bryant and Metta World Peace. Howard is out there with Earl Clark, and it's Nash in at the point. Kobe kicks to Howard. World Peace on the wing. Misses the three. Game for the Lakers that was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
You know, against a lot of other teams, they would have played well enough to win, but these guys had a great night against them, and it ended up being that close.
Steve, that's so true. I mean, one team was good, the other team was great. They were the good team.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jameson's checked in. San Antonio on defense. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in San Antonio. Off his leg, and the refs whistling a kick ball. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Nash, here we go. Outside for Kobe. In low to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. And again, the Lakers no good.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look. Well, you knew that Dwight Howard had his days in Orlando numbered. That was clear. You just didn't know where he would end up. But his move to this team definitely was the big story of the offseason.
Back to Nash. Lakers passing it around. And that one's good by Clark.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
Stolen by Jameson. And the foul call in Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Howard. Uses both hands to snap it down.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-handed power jam.
Big power there, guys.
You gotta love his determination.
Leonard kicks the Splitter. On Lowe's. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Parker. And count it from 19 feet away. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
Well, getting back to Howard again, anytime you have a chance to get probably the best center in the league, it's a huge deal, and I think you just go for it. You do whatever it takes to get him. So I think this is a coup. I mean, Howard's had his problems. He had the back issue last year, all the controversy as he tried to get out of Orlando, but in the end, this guy is a monster, the best defensive player in the NBA, and really right in his prime.
And the layup ball.
Very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
And it's Mono Ginobili with the finish.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Lakers trailed by 3.
Well, you know, the Spurs have been thinking about what's beyond the Tim Duncan era in the future. But Duncan keeps on ticking. I mean, he just keeps playing at a very high level. And as long as he does that, San Antonio will be tough to beat. That's how you have to attack the double team. Find the open man, get the ball out of your hands.
Lakers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Kobe, here we go. Stolen by Ginobili. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And that one's good. Parker.
Tell you what, whether there's an opening or not, this guy's going to attack the rim regardless.
Lakers shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. And going back to Tim Duncan in San Antonio, Clark, even if he isn't putting up great numbers, he really does seem to drive the team just through his power and his will.
Well, there's something about presence, and that's really what a superstar player like Duncan can do for you, Kevin. Even if he plays into his 40s, I just can't imagine the Spurs not being competitive with him on their roster.
I agree. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Lakers trail by 3. And Doris Burton caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Sitting at 0-2 on the year, his team has had their share of problems against the Lakers. He said that through the first few games, the Lakers have played like a team gearing up for a title run, and that they haven't been able to match their intensity. He addressed that point in a fiery pregame speech, and he hopes that will give them the spark they need, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And the Lakers with some changes. Sacre is checked in for Howard. Saul comes in for Earl Clark. And it's World Peace in for Antoine Jameson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for Splitter. Steven Jackson checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Here is Parker following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Here's Jackson. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Here's Jackson. That's the buck.
To hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Now, defense starts at the rim. You want to shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Green. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Diaw. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kobe pitched to Gasol. Oh, the one-hand jam.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Darius Morris is checked in for Steve Nash. And the Spurs making a change here. Inside to Gasol. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul and will go to the line. Foul.
Saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very smart foul under the circumstances. You can't allow him to just throw it down on you.
And he makes both free throws. There's a screen. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Gasol sends it back. That one looked like it was on the way down. If they call goaltending, off the bus.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Well, not a popular call, as you can hear in the background.
Not at all. Unanimous disapproval of that whistle.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lane.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast break.
So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. Kobe and men at the wings with the big Pau Gasol at the 4. Darius Morris is out there with Robert Sacre. Splitter misses.
And Spurs coach Greg Popovich, no question, one of the great coaches of all time, and a really interesting guy. I love the way he handles the media. He can be funny at one moment, surly the next. He keeps reporters on their toes. A very sarcastic side to him.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Lakers trailed by 3. There's the pick. Outside for world peace. Stolen. Parker dishes to Bonner. Great tee that time from world peace. And we talk about the yin and the yang of Greg Popovich. You have to say, Steve, he's done a great job over the years of being demanding, yet he needs out the players he's coaching without causing much backlash. The locker basically polices itself. He'll get hard, even on the Tim Duncans into it. He'll get hard on coaching.
Yeah, he gets on all of his guys, and I think that's the secret for Popovich. Having Tim Duncan and David Robinson over the years as the foundation of that organization, those guys are high-quality players and high-character people. So to be able to build around them and to coach them allows Popovich to coach everybody else as well. Like kind of showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Last game for the Spurs. They pick up a W against the Nuggets.
And the story of the game, Kevin, is the outside shooter. They really lit it up for three-point league.
Well, they were giving far too many open looks from out there, Steve. I mean, they were shooting warm-up jumpers. That's what happens when you play a team that's weak on the perimeter defensively.
They had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Out to Nash. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Now we get a chance to look at where Tony Parker's numbers rank amongst the league leaders. 6th in assists. He was 10th in scoring. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And, looking again, Steve, at his place among the top 10 assist men, he's been providing a lot of room service dimes to his teammates, and I hope they appreciate it.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. Big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather.
Gets the bucket. And the Lakers have possession. Trailing by 5. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
No doubt the Sacramento fans want to see their team get the game. That's a big one for the Kings.
And Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers. Recruiting free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten assigned in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
Antoine Jameson's checked in for Meta World Peace.
A very encouraging start to Leonard's career, Kevin. He's a tough defender, an excellent rebounder, and his offensive game expanded pretty quickly his rookie season as well.
I expect his offense to continue growing too. His huge hands help him in that regard, Steve. Great nose for the ball, high rate of steals, an expert at stripping it away. Back to Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, we all know about Tim Duncan's abilities as a player. The post-scoring, passing, defensive abilities. But I think one of his best traits has been the quiet leadership that he's provided for this Spurs team over the years.
Steve Blake's checked in for the Lakers. Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Lakers trailed by 6. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. Clark hits the blow. Stripped it away. And a fast break now for the Spurs. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Steve, going back to Duncan, you're talking about him and that leadership and what it's meant for that franchise, for that Spurs team. Clark, such a big part of their success.
Well, he plays the game unselfishly. He is a terrific star, Hall of Fame player. And he doesn't see himself as a producer, leads his team, coachable, and he's come up big in big moments. He's done everything he could ask for a franchise player.
Double clutches. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
They keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Ginobili. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lakers trail by 8. Kobe, the pass to James. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 5 assists in the game. The Spurs have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Into Dia. Lifts up. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Kobe goes in. Count that one. Kobe's got 4 this quarter.
You know, it's easy to take it for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the Lakers. The Spurs making a switch here. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Lakers ball.
Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Lakers, number 1.
You know what, Kevin, as a team, they've been getting great results offensively. I mean, they seem to always get the ball to the right guy at the right time in the right position.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Head of world peace, he's checked in for Jamison. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. Nash. 121 left in the first half. Outside Gasol. And the Lakers with another miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
You know, the Spurs have always been built around Tim Duncan, but the last few years they've added more depth than they used to have early in the Duncan era. And so Greg Popovich is playing 9 or 10 guys. They're very deep. They play together. Excellent passing team. And they've become much more up-tempo than they ever were early in that era.
106 left to play here in the half. Nice shot by Ginobili.
And that's his first 3-pointer, so maybe that one will get him started.
Knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Kicks it to Ginobili. A baseline J. And he connects with the jumper. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead. And with the team getting older, you really need to have more depth. And the Spurs have certainly added that.
Young or old, every team needs depth, but the Spurs have added the right kinds of depth. Players that fit into what they do well, and it's a big part of why they still are able to compete at a high level.
Spurs leading by 9. Duncan kicks to Splitter. Ball's not loose. And stolen by Nash. Leads him in there. Here's world peace. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one. The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Jackson. Stolen by world peace. That's good for Nash on the assist by world peace. And now it's only a 5-point Spurs lead.
That's a gut punch right there, Clark. Pop up the ball at one end and get beaten on the break at the other.
Yeah, that really hurts. That's painful.
It's tipped and stolen by Nash. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Your Lakers. 36. This is 41.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And a lot of the second chances that this team has gotten have come because of his hard work.
Steve, he's scrapping and fighting and positioning down there and doing everything he can within the rules to get his team extra chances. And I think it's just a credit to his hustle out there.
On the court for San Antonio. And the 2 and 3, Manu and Leonard. Splitter is up there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, Dwight Howard, without argument, is the best center in the NBA. It's not even close. When you look at the impact he has at both ends of the floor, but particularly defensively, he's in a league of his own.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Gasol. And he converts the layup. Gasol's got 10 points in the game. And for Howard, already the best center in the league. Clark, would you say he's a finished product yet?
No way, Kevin. I mean, he's very improved from when he first got into the league. More polish in his offensive game, dominant on the glass and blocking shots. Which has been a big part of who he is, but I still think he's got significant room to grow. Passing better, and also getting better at the free throw line. Increasing that percentage a few points would be a huge plus.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Parker. Rebound by Meta World Peace.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that. If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
And Gasol slams it in.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, he pretty much went brain neutral on that one. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
He dishes it to Kobe. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
We have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire for both teams. They really want to win this.
Parker dishes to Duncan. And it's good in the assist by Parker. That's 7 points for Duncan.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. It's Nash with the drive. Kobe, pass to Hunt. Goes up. Another shot. And again, it's Paul Gasol. Gasol's got 16.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that look like an
Passes it to Duncan. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. You look at world peace, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kicked that one right between the uprights, Steve. A small forward just called on because of a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground you need to cover. Those skills have come from everywhere.
And Parker, here we go. Dion. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Into Dion. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Dial's got 6.
Attacking the paint again and again.
You know, they're getting whatever they want. 8 straight points coming inside.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And the Lakers making a change here. Socrates checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. And Steven Jackson is stepped in for Kawhi Leonard.
And he will punch the opponent for giving him that much room from mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
And Parker, here we go. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move and a shoot two. They get Paul Gasol.
season for Steven Jackson last year. Unhappy that he didn't get a contract extension. Made that known both in Charlotte and Milwaukee. Did not play well. Ultimately traded to the Warriors and then the Spurs, and ended up back in the place where he won an NBA championship in 2003.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Clark comes in for Paul Gasol, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Ripped it down with two hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Blake passes to Kobe. Feeds it to Clark. Funny shot. Jump shot is good. Clark's got his second basket of the night. And for Jackson, a season that had started out rough, finished on a high note, contributing to a very good playoff team in the Spurs.
Yeah, well, he's a guy who can defend multiple positions. He understands the culture of the Spurs. He and Tim Duncan, surprisingly, are pretty close friends. He's a guy that gives you a lot of different elements when you're talking about versatility.
Kobe against Green. World Beast kicks to Saka. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 4th in rebounding, 6th in scoring. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. And this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he need to make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Antoine Jameson's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Steve Blake. The Spurs also changing it up. Splitter is checked in for Dion. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Steven Jackson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Tony Parker. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, fella.
And with an exclamation point, too, on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
Here's Clark. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact. They shoot two. Earl. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Tony Parker's checked in for Corey Joseph. Here's Parker. Again, the Spurs good for two. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Kobe, guarded by Green. And the dunk by Kobe. Time call here. The Spurs decide to turn it over.
You know, when you think about the history of the Lakers, obviously some phenomenal talent, Jerry West, Magic Johnson. You know, you can talk about the big fella with the sky hook, but Kobe Bryant, I mean, you could make the argument that he is the greatest Laker of all time. Think about that.
Wow. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Big thought there, Steve, on Kobe Bryant. I tend to agree, potentially the greatest Laker of all time. Clark, what do you see?
Well, I'd have to put him right there at the top of the heap. I mean, they've got such a storied history of great players. Kobe would be, in my mind, at the top of the list.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a two-possession game.
Here's Howard. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Yeah, take it right out. This is a great effort we're seeing.
Ginobili outside. No luck. Right side, Kobe. A shot from the low post is good. Now just a 1-point Spurs lead.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. That will count. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Spurs lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. A star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. Gasol at the 4, with Howard in at the 5. And Jameson in at the small forward.
Nash is such a devastating offensive player because no matter what you do defensively, he always has an answer. One of the best passers and shooters in the history of the game. So whatever you do, he's going to find a way for his team to score.
Well, you've talked a little bit about him hitting open shots. Even when Nash is absolutely smothered and covered, he can still knock it down. It comes back to that focus and awareness of his. I think his body balance and court awareness are 2 of his best attributes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Steve Blake's checked in for Steve Nash. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Inside. Ginobili left side. And Dia with the basket on the assist by Ginobili. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane. It's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
They get the rebound. Here's Gasol. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Spurs leading by 3. Parker dishes to bottom. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Solid advantage in rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
You know, I heard an interview with Kobe. They asked him when he knew he was special at basketball. And he said he scored 60 points in a game back when he was 6 years old. 60.
Tim Duncan, who's checked in for the Spurs. And Steve Kobe obsessive about the game at a young age. Even at 6 years of age, he was already focused on developing his left hand. You know, his dad played in the NBA for such a long time, guided him along. Grew up basically in Italy where his dad was coaching pro basketball. Clarkie was exposed to so much, but obviously from a very early age, he was very focused.
Well, Joe Jellybean Bryant, his dad, who played a long time in the NBA, 9+ years, and another 7 in Europe or so. So he's been around the game and has grown up in what has been the family business for Kobe.
At a world peace, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Well, you think about the trade that brought Pau Gasol to the Lakers. That's what transformed them into a championship team because he gave them that interior presence, the passing ability as a big man, and the complement to Kobe Bryant. It's been a huge factor in L.A.
Here's Duncan. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Going back to Gasol, you know, his ability to play both the ceiling and the power forward has been a huge.
Yeah, always one of my favorite players to watch, Pau Gasol. Quick, skilled, he's 7 feet tall, every bit of it. Can play the 4 and face up and hurt people. I think he's gotten better each and every year he's been in L.A., and that's a testament to his work ethic.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home. All night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Earl Clark's checked in for Pau Gasol. Here's Howard. He gathers. A stupendous finish in traffic.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Really poor decision on that pass.
It's Parker with the drive. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And this continues to be a shootout.
Well, I'm a fan as well as a commentator, and I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Throwing it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look silly.
Yep, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
Kobe gets a screen from World Peace. Kobe kicks to World Peace. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist from Duncan. Duncan's got 5 assists tonight. Lakers trail by 4. Kobe goes in. The feed now to Blake. And he was caught in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Lakers making a change here. Nash is checked in. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively. Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here's Parker. That is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't been back.
Turnover problem for them, and they just look lackluster out there.
Yeah, sometimes you have off games, but you always have to bring the effort. And I'm not sure I'm seeing that right now.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. Makes the alley-oop pass. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. A free throw drops for Leonard. Pau Gasol's checked in for Earl Clark. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers trail by 8. Kobe kicks to Howard. World Peace on the way. Makes the lead pass. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. The Lakers with the ball. And Gasol gets it to go.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
That free throw good from Gasol.
Now, even though they're down, I like their mentality. Work it inside and try to create some contact down low.
I like it as well. I mean, you just can't assume that you can shoot your way back into it when you're down. You got to grind it out. And part of that is getting the ball inside.
Now, remember, he did make a three-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if he can find the range here in the second.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:49 left in the game. Here's Howard. Goes back up. And again, it's Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 25 points.
We love the way he sends good shots all game long.
Bonner passes to Parker. He kicks to Bonner. Fires for 3. Can I hit? Lakers trail by 3. Over this to Nash. To tie it up. Here's Howard. Takes it up to the sky.
There he goes again, that lower body root canal, clearing out space under the offensive glass.
That is a area he absolutely
Did you know the game for that?
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Spurs. That'll be a 5-second call. Tony Parker is checked in for Corey Joseph. 1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Back to Gasol to take the lead. Tries again, and it's rejected. And it's another World Peace for the foul. That'll be his threes at the bottom. It's in!
Boy, what a huge shot there.
How about what a game? I mean, he answered the bell with that one.
Nash kicks to Kobe. On the basket is up. It's stolen. He drops the first one. That gives them a 4-point cushion. The Lakers making a switch here. Clark's checked in. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Nice work here. Steps up, knocks him down, and makes it a two-possession game.
Spurs making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Nash. Over Parker. Money! What a beautiful shot to put into within 3. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there. And you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Back to Duncan. Parker outside. Dishes to Duncan. Buries it.
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, you know, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 5. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Is what you'd say?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line.
Concentration, cause I know community. Take us a while, it could won't obtain. I treat you like a child in the morning rain. Another enemy, in front of me. Cause you're fighting it, and when you pretend to be gone. Cause I just put the mind on pause and I can breathe it. You can pen on my chairs and let the hope that I stand in your face. You see, stand remember me. The one you got your pocket, and I had food to start to suffer. Turn rougher when you start to stutter. That's when you have enough. I made a make the choke. Can't provoke the can't cope. You should have broke because I ain't no joke.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Jamison kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Duncan. And now the fast break Ginobili with the ball. And the whistle blows. Now it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he's unable to get the second one.
They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a two-possession deficit.
And so it's San Antonio straight by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
There was. Soldiers happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Earl Clark.